天火三玄变。
你带着如此之多的族人来到。
When Xiao Xien once again went to visit Xiao Xien, the greatest ancestor of the Xiao clan, who had reached the peak of 9-star saint level, would he be able to resurrect him? After spending thousands of years in the heavenly tomb, the ancestor learned that the Xiao clan had been almost completely destroyed. Yet Xiao Xien had still passed on to Xiao Xien such an extremely precious divine bloodline, or rather, its remnants. How could he repay him and help him? Xiao Xien had promised that he would do everything in his power to restore his body and soul. But would he actually succeed? Thus, Xiao Xien decided to enter the heavenly tomb for the second time to see his ancestor Xiao Xien once more and check whether he could bring him back to life. At that moment, he was in the Gu clan, right after the Han clan's attack. Xiao Xien himself possessed the strength of a 6-star saint. As we can see, these events were already approaching the final stage of the story. He spoke with Gu Yuan and asked whether there existed any method that could allow the Xiao clan's ancestor, Xiao Xien, to be resurrected within the heavenly tomb. Gu Yuan, Lei Ying, and the others felt their hands tremble upon hearing the name Xiao Xien. Even after thousands of years, this name was still deeply engraved in their hearts. He was the only person who had nearly succeeded in killing Han Tiandi. From a certain perspective, the Xiao Xien inside the heavenly tomb is merely a fragment of a soul. He is able to exist and maintain his power only thanks to the unique characteristics of the heavenly tomb. Attempting to resurrect him, I'm afraid it is almost impossible. Gu Yuan sighed. If Xiao Xien could truly be revived, the problem with Han Tiandi would solve itself. Hearing this, Xiao Xien felt slightly disappointed, but he continued, I still want to enter the heavenly tomb again. Gu Yuan did not object. If you insist, I can send you there. Perhaps you will find a way to revive your ancestor. Although the heavenly tomb only opens once every 20 years, Gu Yuan could forcibly create a crack in it and allow Xiao Xien to enter. However, he could stay inside for no more than 1 year. Otherwise, the tomb would reject him. Xiao Xien nodded. The Han clan had only given him half a month. Naturally, he could not stay there for long. Gu Yuan waved his hand, and a dark black spatial crack appeared. An unusually ancient and desolate aura spread from within it. Before leaving, the clan head and Gu Suner said, Xiao Xien, come back soon. Xiao Xien bid farewell to Gu Yuan and Suner, then stepped into the crack and disappeared. This was his second time in the heavenly tomb. Loneliness and silence seemed to be the only things present in this world. Xiao Xien looked around at the somewhat familiar surroundings. The last time he was here, he was only at the Do Zun level. Now, however, he had already become an expert standing at the very peak of the Do Qi continent. On the way, he met the familiar Saint Shui Dao. Together, they continued toward Xiao Xien. Descendant Xiao Xien greets the ancestor. He cupped his hands respectfully before the legendary ancestor. Black hair flowed behind his shoulders, giving him a free and unrestrained appearance. A warm smile graced his face. This was exactly the Xiao Xien whom Xiao Xien had met before. The ancestor was quite surprised as he observed the young man. A 6-star intermediate saint, perfect heavenly soul state, purifying lotus demon flame, and several other types of heavenly flames. Xiao Xien's eyes swept over Xiao Xien. With just a single glance, he saw through him completely. He quickly smiled and praised. Good, very good. Xiao Xien briefly recounted everything that had happened over the past years. The corners of Xiao Xien's mouth curved into a smile as he listened to Xiao Yan's soul-stirring experiences. However, what followed carried a note of concern. At present, the Han clan is extremely powerful. The purpose of my visit to the heavenly tomb this time is to find a way to resurrect you. If you can return to the battlefield, even the Han clan will not be able to cause any trouble. Resurrection. Xiao Xien was momentarily stunned by Xiao Yan's words. He laughed and shook his head. If not for the heavenly tomb, I would have already disappeared from this world long ago. As for resurrection, I'm afraid it is impossible. Although Xiao Yan was somewhat mentally prepared for this answer, disappointment still filled his face. After all, Xiao Xien's strength was not inferior to Han Tiandi's. Is it really completely impossible? Xiao Yan asked unwillingly, letting out a sigh. Perhaps only the legendary Do-Di, God, could accomplish something like this, Xiao Xien replied. Do-Di. This answer clearly shattered all expectations. Where could one possibly find a living expert at the god level? The Han clan had already obtained 7 pieces of the 2 Shi ancient god jade. The final piece remained in Xiao Yan's possession. Moreover, this last piece would have to be used to exchange for his father, Xiao Zhan, who was currently held captive by the Han clan. Does Ancestor know what exactly lies inside the 2 Shi ancient god mansion? Could it truly allow one to advance to the Do-Di level? Xiao Yan asked. It's impossible to know exactly what happened in ancient times. No one truly understands why it has become so difficult to become a god nowadays, Xiao Xien said, a glimmer flashing in his eyes. In the past, I once tried to break through to that illusory level after reaching the peak of Saint Realm. I failed. But during that failure, I also made a discovery. What discovery? With my strength, I could easily pierce through the barrier blocking the path to godhood. However, every time I was about to break that final layer, a strange emptiness would rise from the depths of my soul. That emptiness made me realize that something was missing in the process of advancing to Do-Di. And that missing piece was extremely critical, Xiao Xien explained. Xiao Yan recalled the words of the Yellow Spring Saint, who had also mentioned that something seemed to be missing on the Do-Chi continent. It was precisely this missing element that prevented any expert from breaking through to the god level in the last 10,000 years. What exactly is missing? Xiao Yan asked. I suspect it is a mysterious type of energy. This energy must have existed in ancient times. But now it is growing weaker and weaker. It may have even completely disappeared. Xiao Xien looked at Xiao Yan and said, I named this mysterious energy Divine Essence. Divine Essence. It was precisely because of this energy that gods existed in the ancient era. Once it disappeared from the world, no new gods could appear. Xiao Xien had once traveled across the entire Do-Chi continent, yet he never sensed the presence of such energy. Does this mean the current Do-Chi continent can no longer give birth to a god? Nevertheless, Han Tiandi firmly believes that the 2 Shi ancient god mansion holds the key to his breakthrough. And indeed, inside the 2 Shi cave, an embryonic form of a divine rank medicinal pill had been formed. That pill was Han Tiandi's true goal. Xiao Xien shook his head as he replied. As an alchemist, Xiao Yan naturally understood very well what a divine rank medicinal pill represented. In the eyes of many alchemists, it symbolized faith and ultimate aspiration. Even 9th rank pills had become extremely rare, let alone a divine rank one. Refining a divine rank pill also requires divine essence. Without it, no matter how skilled the alchemist, he will lack the necessary ingredients, Xiao Xien said. This truly was a one-of-a-kind pill in the world. It would drive any peak saint-level practitioner insane with desire. No wonder the Han clan paid such immense attention to the 2 Shi ancient god mansion. Everything was because of this. Xiao Xien had learned about the embryonic pill back when the 2 Shi jade had not yet been divided. However, before he could fully decipher the information, the 8 ancient clans fell into chaos over it and began fighting. In the end, the ancient jade was split into 8 pieces. But the Ancestor could only offer Xiao Yan the soul of the heavenly tomb as assistance in his cultivation. That was all he could do. As we can see, the struggle for the continent's true treasure has only just begun. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you all next time.